Ladies and gentlemen, this is Factions with myself, ZebBoykin, and John Ward. What's he doing? Oh, there he is. That's all you get. That's all you get. A little tease. Little John Ward. Cinematics tease. Go ahead, find him, find his channel. He's been doing this for a long time. We're going to be sifting through some of this confusion that we are seeing today. A lot of it has been more recent than others, and there's going to be some names pop up in and out that we're going to get to later on. But today we are focusing on Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and Megyn Kelly. Very prominent names, especially the first two right now. And I think Megyn Kelly is going to be kind of thrown into the waves here as we go through. So we're going to jump into that basically right now. So, John, I'll give you a little bit more time to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm John. Make videos. No, sorry we missed last week. You can probably still hear it a little bit, but I've been a little bit under the weather. Plus, it was Thanksgiving and things like that. So we have lives, but we are back. We should be doing this pretty regularly again. Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern time is the new time for Factions. If you're new to it, it's the greatest 3 p.m. show of all time. It was previously the greatest noon show of all time.
Well, it's what's it noon Mountain time? Noon West Coast time?
Somewhere it's noon.
It's noon o'clock somewhere. There we go.
In Wuhan, China, there are dogs slaughtering and COVID spreading at noon o'clock. You know, it's that sort of thing. But we've decided to go from one person to three. It's about an hour-long show, about 20 minutes per person, just to cover more people. There's so many people. So we have Megyn Kelly, probably the most famous menstrual cycle on the planet right now, thanks to Trump. That's mostly how I think of her. Blood coming out of her wherever. Shouldn't have rubbed my. And then of course, much more driving the news cycle is Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, and of course, Factions. Those two in particular seem to be somewhat aligned, although not directly or working together. It's more that there's people aligned against them. So Mark Levin comes to mind, however you say his stupid name. So anyway, I am Zeb, not too particular about which one we go to first. Maybe before we go to the three new ones, though, we quickly pull up our little three-dimensional plot of the people we've already plotted.
We will definitely do that. You have it on screen, I'm assuming. Let's see. Boom, bang, pow.
Yes.
Quick shout out for Super Chat. Moon sent hashtag just FOIA. Just FOIA. John, if you need any information from the federal government, you can just send a FOIA in and they'll just give it to you unredacted, All you gotta do is ask for it.
The system.
Most transparent administration in history, for sure. For sure.
I was about to say, there's so much transparency. It's like it's almost privacy invading. It's so transparent. A shower curtain on that fucking FOIA. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying not to be too black-pilled. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, man? Was that what you wore when you hunted down your bird?
Dude, my Thanksgiving was absolutely horrible. I know we like I said, we've missed a couple of things on Nav. Y'all please support Nav through memberships or super chats or however you want to do that. We have merch on the channel link and in the description. But yeah, I was sick basically the whole time. The family was sick from the beginning, and then I picked up something on the end. So I've been in bed for the last 2 or 3 days. So I'm glad to get back into it a little bit. I got a little bit of energy today. Still a little dehydrated, but it is what it is. I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe God was sparing me from putting on about 5 pounds. So instead, I lost 5.
Did you say you got fucking snow down there? Did I remember that correctly?
We got snow like a month ago.
Okay, yeah.
Like flurries like a month ago. The Jews were doing their little juice stuff, you know what I'm saying? We're getting juice snow down here. We're getting juice.
It's tricky bastard.
Listen, I asked Candace and she said it was juice snow, so that's all I know. Listen, okay, time out. Let me preface this entire show. Everything is jokes. Everything is jokes, chat. We are entertainers. We're just very intelligent entertainers. We don't read off of AI scripts. We give you actual entertainment.
You look like what I imagine Michelle Obama would look like if she was born on the same planet as the Predator.
Yeah, I'm Chief Keef if you join the military. Maybe you get that
It's
reference.
not.
I don't know.
That's not bad either. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we're here to be serious, in case you can't tell by the way we're dressed. Highly mimetic. I don't know. We're trying to have fun with it as well. Look at that. Now you're Islamic Michelle Obama from
Let's go,
Planet
dude.
from
It's just some variation of Michelle Obama because it's a dude.
The only difference is her beard is probably a bit thicker. But all right. So Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly. Maybe we get Megyn Kelly out of the way. I do agree that she is rising again after having been just fucking punted off the top of a 30-story building by Trump back in 2016. Still one of the fucking funniest things I've ever seen. People forget back then in 2016, like you couldn't say shit like that.
Yes.
It was so fucking out of nowhere. I still laugh about it to this day. But to Megyn Kelly's credit, she has sucked her way back into the limelight, I'm assuming. Because it can't be town. Holy shit. I gotta let this dude in. I know he walked
I'll
away.
take it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes, take it for like 30 seconds. Hold on.
All right. So chat, I'm gonna go ahead and preface this show again. This is what we're doing. John was talking about Megyn Kelly's new rise, if you want to call it that, and a lot of it was tied to her leaving Fox News. This is something that you'll notice with Tucker also fired from Fox News, not actually fired, but fired from Fox News. Basically, the same week that he was released the 41,000 hours of files for January 6th, video footage, and then obviously Candace Owens that left the Daily Wire. All of these people have found success post legacy media, if you want to call Daily Wire that, Con Inc. media, whatever you want to call it. And so this is what we're going to see is Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly all follow a similar arc of this rise up through a media empire into being let go from it, and then a build up on top of that. And I think there's something to be of note of that. Not implying anything, but that there is probably something there. If we're bringing up three people immediately right now that are following extremely similar patterns across the board, maybe we should question it. Okay, what is prompting all this? And I would say a lot of it on Candace's side, a lot of it on even Megyn Kelly's side is a recent Charlie Kirk stuff. Everybody knows Candace's position on Charlie Kirk and a lot of that recent stuff coming out, but we're going to try and look into a little bit of background on that also. Along with Megyn Kelly was very tied to TPUSA, and she did a lot of hearing, stage presence things, a lot of interviews with Charlie before he was assassinated, probably anywhere from 3 to 1 month prior to his assassination, that are very telling on their current trajectory. So we're going to probably take a look at a little bit of that, but I just wanted to know that rise, that firing or leaving of a Con Inc. established Fox News type entity into individualistic entrepreneurship of the same aspect, and still gaining mainstream positioning, if not greater than what they had while they were there. So, John, you're back.
Yeah, I know. I caught the second half of that. Sorry, I wasn't sure entirely what you were setting up, but you know what? Damn it, it was great. Are we starting with Megyn Kelly?
Let's do it, dude.
Let's knock her out of the way here.
I don't want to. We don't need to knock Megyn Kelly. We can just not. Well, doer came to mind, but let's not do that either. let's just read
all right,
the things.
I'm trying to get into it, and you're making it weird for everybody, including me. You're shaming me. It's all good. So Megyn Kelly, let me pull up this browser here real quick.
Bro, this thing is hot. We were stalking in 107-degree weather in July one day. I thought I was literally going to die. This thing is like wearing a jacket, but there's no escape. It's all canvas. It's like triple layered canvas, so you can drag on it. This is canvas bag. And anyway, there's no vent in the back. One of them I built with vent in the back. But anyway,
you're
107 degrees July, cooking, dog, cooking.
Your polar bear layer of fat there ain't helping there, Zeb.
No. I didn't have it back then, John. I didn't have it back then.
I'm built for the South, and you're built for the North. It's all fucking backwards. But all right, Megyn Kelly with a Y. Slap yourself in the face. I bet when she wrote her name when she was a little girl, it had like 7 hearts everywhere. And you know what I'm talking about? How they fucking do that shit. Megyn Kelly. She was a big deal. If you're younger than maybe 30 or so, you might not know that. From 2004 to 2017, hosted on Fox News. She was, gosh, I don't remember. I think she was before Tucker. Was it before? There was the three? It was her and Tucker and Hannity. Right.
Yeah. Well, she was before Tucker. Tucker came from ContraPoints. Tucker came from.
I'm talking about just the order of their programming. They had their like 3 primetime shows, and she was one of them. Anyway,
John, you're the boomer here, dude.
I know. So
You're the boomer here.
2017 is again relevant because 2016 is where it all went downhill for her when she tried to moderate the debate with Trump. But she has definitely repositioned herself.
Can we touch on that real quick a little bit more? I know we got a lot to get through today.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it, so go ahead.
Yeah, the 2016 2015 moderation, was that what it was? Anyway, either one. It was very telling, and like John said earlier, Trump was saying things you aren't supposed to say. He's still saying those things now, but it's like, okay, let's stop saying things and do it. But back then, it was a big deal. And Megyn Kelly, much like I would say Nikki Haley, made a bet back then, like a lot of people do, like Ben Shapiro. Megyn Kelly was on the Ben Shapiro train, the very Con Inc., the Fox News train, where they were anti-Trump. They had no interest in supporting Trump in any way whatsoever. And so when he won, it was like a shock to them. But now everybody is pro-Trump. And it's not just Megyn Kelly. It's not just these Fox News, Con Inc. types. It's across the board with the people that were silent during that time, which are now very, very much on board with Trump. So she's just dropping the bucket on the Trump train.
Mainstream media anti-Trump in 2016, just like everybody was, and now she's come full circle. Quick comment: the U-Truth is the new American vision. Israel first or America first? Zeb, you want to take that one?
We are. Let's see. I'm trying to pick a planet. Saturn. We worship Saturn here. No, I mean, I don't even know what kind of question that is.
America first people on the internet, no joke. Zeb may be the most America first person on the planet, as far as I know. I don't know, but so that to answer that, Soapwater Backwash said Megyn tried to justify the difference between an 8-year-old and a 15-year-old when talking about X being controlled up. Yeah. So, well, before we get into all of that, we like to go through their little Wikipedia, especially early life. Every time I say that, I think of that Patrick Bateman with the fucking pointing to early life. Anyway, born 1970, Champaign, Illinois. She's 55 years old. It's too old. That is too old. She's 55 years old. Her father was a doctor of education, taught at the State University of New York at Albany. She has an older sister, don't really care. Italian and German descent on her mother's side and Irish descent on her father's. My gosh, that's actually remarkably similar to what I am. Her father died of a heart attack in 1985 when she began menstruating. Kidding. When she was 15 years old. Maybe I wasn't kidding by accident. She also has a stepsister and a stepbrother from her mother's second marriage to somebody I don't care about yet. Tecumseh Elementary School in Syracuse, New York when she was 9, moved to Del Mar, New York. So there's New York. Wait a minute. Where the hell she was born? She was born in Illinois, but apparently went to New York pretty quickly. All right. Studied political science at Syracuse, Bachelor of Arts, BA. No offense if you have a BA and not a BS, but it's the easiest fucking degree you can get in college is a Bachelor of Arts. Not impressed. Bethlehem Central High School, studied, I did that already, political science at Syracuse. She then attended Albany Law School, graduated in 95 with her Juris Doctorate. She was an associate attorney in the Chicago office of Bickle and Brewer. In 96, she co-wrote an article, The Conflicting Roles of Lawyer as Director. She later worked at Jones Day Law Firm for 9 years. Okay, here we go. Media career, 2003, 22 years ago. She was 33.
That's pretty good math, dude.
There's that number again. She was 33 years old. She moved to Washington, D.C. She was hired by ABC affiliate as a general assignment reporter. She covered national, local events. Don't really care about the specifics. 2004, 1 year later, applied for a job at Fox News, contributed legal segments. Again, she was a lawyer. I mean, she is. No, I'm just rapidly making fun of her in the most lowbrow way possible. But, it's not like easy to become a lawyer unless you cheated. But so she clearly had success. So I would say she's objectively a fairly smart woman. Seems like.
Side note, Kim Kardashian failed her bar, and she will probably continue to do that. Actually, another side note on that. She got a brain scan done, and the brain scan guy told her she has holes in her frontal lobe.
Who,
where there's
Megyn
no
Kelly?
Kim Kardashian. She has holes in her frontal lobe where there's no brain activity.
It's like you're expecting me to argue.
It's too good, dude.
That's a lot of drugs, is my understanding.
The doctor said it's stress. I say it's genetic. Who am I to argue?
All right. Well, Kim Kardashian has holes in her brain. You heard it here first on Factions. Fucking, I can't think of anything I'd want to talk about less than Kim Kardashian, except maybe Megyn Kelly. But we're gonna plow ahead.
John,
no pun intended there. We're gonna knock her out and up and plow ahead and go on and whatever. Okay, so 2004, she starts working for Fox. She appeared on a weekly segment on the O'Reilly Factor, so she probably sucked Bill O'Reilly's dick, is my guess. Just guessing. Allegedly. Pretty cynical these days about women that get to positions of power. But anyway, filled in for Greta Van Susteren. In fact, didn't she take that over? Because they're like, wow, this lady's way hotter than Greta. Greta, not a pretty woman. Sorry, Greta. She increased the viewership in 2010. She hosted a New Year's Eve special.
I wonder how she did that.
Did what?
Increase the viewership.
Showed her tits.
I
mean, honestly, I don't mean to be a slimy man or anything, but probably the only way I can watch a woman on television is she's just absolutely smoking hot. I'm trying to think of
Bartiromo is about the only exception I can think of.
Who's that?
I don't know her first name. Bartiromo on Fox News.
Bartiromo. I'll take your word for it. Let me find.
To be fair,
the 1.023 women that might be watching this right now, I also can't stand looking at dudes. So it's mutual. No, it's not sexist. I just hate everybody. Anyway, so she gets in with Bill O'Reilly. She gets in with Karl Rove. Who cares? December 2013, she commented on a Slate article. For all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. Yeah, that does sound like a woman said that. But Santa is what it is.
Maria Bartiromo. It's about the only exception I can think of.
She's all right. She's all right for like.
Yeah, but she's not news anchor. Increase the numbers.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, she's sucking in all the wrong ways, and she's stuck in a mid-level job. She needs to go to the Megyn Kelly School of Journalistic Success. So she says some retarded sentence. She said Jesus was a white man. Jon Stewart, Colbert, Rachel Maddow, and satirized her remarks. I don't fucking care about any of this. Hold on. Skin color of Jesus. So she gets in some argument about what color Jesus's skin was, and that makes her popular, I guess. In the Republican Party presidential debate on August 6, 2015. Oh my God.
There we go.
Such a great moment in time. It was like landing on the moon. Kelly asked then presidential candidate Donald Trump whether a man of his temperament ought to be elected president, noting that he has called various women insulting names in the past. Oh, yeah, that's when he was like, only Rosie O'Donnell.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh!
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
God, he was so fucking good 10 years ago. Holy shit. All right.
I missed the old DT. Go ahead. Sorry. We got to speed up a little bit. I keep interrupting you.
Her professionalism was crudely criticized by Trump. She said she would not apologize for doing good journalism. And then we had that moment. Okay, so anyway, when did she get fired here? Late 2016, her Fox contract in her final months, Kelly was rumored to be actively considering moving to other news networks. She would leave Fox News for a quote-unquote triple role at NBC News, which she did, I guess. Anyway, 2020 to present, kind of bringing this full circle since we're trying to do three people. She is an independent media now. She's strong. She's strong. She's independent. She is a woman, Zeb. And she's strong.
Very.
And she's also independent while at the same time being a woman, Megyn Kelly. 2020 to present.
Podcast, conservative.
The Megyn Kelly Show. Megyn with a Y. She's fucking 55 years old. Megyn with a Y. It's hard to take. This is hard facts to read right now. I think you just start using an A after your 50s at least. She transitioned to independent media. Since then, the Megyn Kelly Show has experienced significant growth. In July 2023, the show's YouTube channel attracted 116.8 million views. Whew, those are almost John Ward levels from back in the day, surpassing the viewership of major news outlets during the same period. Good for you. As of November 2025, pretty much right now, Kelly's YouTube channel alone has over 4 million subscribers and has become one of the top 10 podcasts in the U.S. One of the top 10 podcasts in the U.S. Is that true? Is that true, Zeb? She's a top 10.
Yeah, she's pretty high. She's consistent.
I didn't realize she'd come that far back. All right, so that's pretty much the Megyn Kelly arc there. And so I will pull her up here on our little 3-point axis. I guess I need to do that. Whoop. And let's talk about her a little bit. So bang. I'll pull her to lead her just so we can see her dumb lesbian face. I tried to pick the most lesbian looking photo of her I could find, and that is it.
You nailed it, dude.
All right. So born in Chicago.
Is she a lesbian? She's not openly lesbian, but it's known she's a lesbian, right?
I feel like she puts a strap on and fucks her husband doggy style. Like that's the vibe she gives off. Like straight, but like
she's like reverse lesbian.
She's like the male rapist version of a straight woman. Like her husband has several forms of colon cancer or something like that. I don't know. He wears a diaper. Yeah, no, she just seems like super angry and shit all the time. I don't know. She's as I can't read that username. It's just a bunch of consonants. But Jay Zumbum says very strong, very independent woman. No, I don't think she's lesbian, but what do I know? Geez, Zeb, we've talked about before the concept of a beard where a gay man, a famous one, will have a wife to, it's his beard.
Yep.
Maybe if she's lesbian, what would you call her husband?
Her
bra?
That's a good one. I don't know. I don't know if we have one.
Not
bra,
bad, I know,
probably.
We're gonna have to neologize here because we believe in Mo Juste on this program.
I'm gonna go ahead and toss mine out there. Obviously, she's not a leader. One, two. I think she is more authentic than not. But
interesting.
But I think she's controlled up like so many others are.
Yeah,
so I think the question is, how do you weigh that?
In 10 years, she's gone from being rabidly anti-Trump to stay in the good graces of the mainstream. She got shit on, which was incredible. So they fuck out of here. You're making us look bad. But then she has managed to come back. But she clearly, all three of the people we're talking about today, Tucker, Candace, and Megyn Kelly, like understand
grifting.
They
play the game.
Yeah, well, they're good, I would say, objectively about focusing on the right things at the right times.
Steve's worried about the beard talk. Is the beard talk a real thing? Yes, the beard talk is a real thing. There are numerous amounts of specifically politicians that get wedded out of the sake of earning Republican or traditional or evangelical votes because they are faggots.
It's a very, very old concept. I think, gosh, I should have done a little Roman history research, but like famous gay leaders have been doing this for thousands of years.
Yeah, this is nothing new. Everything we talk about here on Factions, when we talk about playing the game, when we talk about grifters, when we talk about these people understanding how to play, how to win, none of this is new. These people in general have been doing this for millennia. They've been doing this for millennia. They're smarter than me. They're smarter than you. They're even smarter than John. And they've been doing this a very long time. Maybe not the people doing it, but the people
I've been here
controlling
all the
them.
time. I tell you all the time how old I am. I'm thousands of years old. No one believes me. Dr. Tetanus is answering it correctly, though. It's a gay man's cover wife. That's a beard. Like, you know, you're effeminate. You're feminine when you're clean shaven or can't yet grow a beard. And so to appear more masculine, you get a beard. It's actually quite clever wordplay. I like the term beard.
Tim Scott.
I think it evokes. Yeah, Tim Scott, Paul Pelosi's Nancy Pelosi, sort of. There's something weird going on there, but you remember Paul Pelosi was caught with that, you know, home invader.
Mm-hmm.
He was invading something. He was invading that home like Megyn Kelly buttfucks her husband. All right, I got to focus up. How long have we been on Melly? Oh, we got to fucking move here. This is too much Megyn Kelly.
I told you we got to speed it up.
Yeah, Zeb, she's a put it out there. I think she's fake as shit. I don't necessarily think in like an evil way though. I think she's just playing the game.
How are we real quick, how are we defining fake?
I don't think she, like, I would say Jesus is the least fake person I can think of. Someone who will like say what they mean and what they think.
Like who would
right.
be in the middle? Like your mom telling you Santa Claus is real when you're 5 years old?
Yeah, I guess that's not bad.
Okay, she's fake.
Like a neutral lie is right down the middle.
Yeah, she's fake.
Yeah, all right.
No, I wouldn't say completely fake, but
that's fair. I mean, that's fair. All right, so I hear what you're saying. We'll go to like negative.
Yeah, good enough.
80 something like that. 79, close enough.
That works.
All right, we'll do follower leader last so you can still see your face. Yale thing or our guy?
I'm gonna go 15 Yale.
You think so?
She's been doing it too long, man.
Well,
she'd be outed by now if she wasn't.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree.
Doing it too long. When did she start? 30 years ago? She started 30 years ago, dude.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
22 years ago, whatever it was.
Fair enough. Leader follower. I mean, how independent is she really right now? I don't really know. I don't know who funds her show, and we don't have the time to look it up right now. She certainly isn't gonna march an army into fucking Rome like goddamn Sulla anytime soon. So I mean,
yeah, she doesn't have that kind of following. I think that's another thing that needs to be noted eventually too, is a different kind of followings. There's an online following where you just have simply numbers, Timcast, and then a following where if you want something done and you ask them to do it, it gets done, period.
How about this? There's Marjorie Taylor Greene way back here at negative 60 on the follower side. Do we think she's more of a leader or follower than Marjorie Taylor Greene? That's all changed the past month too, though.
Yeah, I'm good right there. Whatever you got it on. I think that's good behind Marjorie somewhere.
All right, negative. All right, so there we are.
Just barely behind Marjorie.
Just barely. They're doing a little bit of that Yale thing.
Even if she's not a follower, she needs to be. So let's throw her down there.
Fair enough.
Fix that one.
Maybe we should change it to like follower to kitchen.
Follower to kitchen. Don't do it. Don't do it, John. Don't do it.
Kitchen and office.
Kitchen C-suite. Kitchen and C-suite.
We'll put a pin in that. All right, Candace or Tucker? Tucker, finish on Candace.
Yeah, let's go. Dude, you're killing it today, dude. You're killing it today.
Why don't you take the
I'd rather not finish on Candace, but we can definitely start on Tucker.
You don't want to. Oh shit. Took me a second. Took me a second. All right, Tucker Carlson. Let me get my little switches switched.
It's in moto. Real quick before we jump on to Tucker, let me shield real quick. John. This is the Nav channel. Welcome to the Nav channel. My name is ZebBoykin. That is John Ward. You can find his channel in the description of mine. Also, William sent in $2. He said, "Hummingbird asks an alligator mouth." What's that from? Is that like are you casting Kabbalah spells on us, dude? Are you casting Kabbalah spells on us? Anyway, all that being said,
I gotta get a water refill. I'm fucking dying. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Go for it. All that being said, go for a membership somewhere in the description. Go find that. Click on it. Buy one. It's like $5. I think it's $5 or 15 or 10 or 11. I don't know what it is. Click on it, find out, and then buy it. That's a month, and eventually we're gonna get to members only content. Until then, you're gonna get a nice, cool little badge. And then you'll get special emojis. You get special emojis. Smash some emojis. If you're a member, mash emojis in the chat. We appreciate that. This is Factions with me, ZebBoykin, and John Ward Cinematics. 3 o'clock. We moved the time from noon to 3 o'clock, and this is going to be a new time. Maybe we have a little bit extra time. I know John's got a little something today, so we're going to get through the rest of this. Well, we got Tucker next. We're going to dive into Tucker. Tucker's been on the rise lately. I think what's going to come up here and is going to be a little bit of a catalyst between this one and the next one is maybe a little Nick Fuentes. We'll dive into him, and eventually we'll get to him. Probably have to do a solo show on that just because of how, I guess, controversial and depth it is. Maybe we're gonna have to hash out a lot of our positioning on this. I know myself and John is not a groiper per se, but I think we are fair. John, are we fair? I think we're fair.
I think we're pretty fair.
I try to be fair.
I think we're real damn fair.
If I'm not fair, I'm just right. So it is.
I don't care. It might be hella fair. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right, dude. We're too fair. Too fair. We gotta go harder.
How fair we are. Tucker Carlson, it's 3. We got 20 minutes for the two more. Fuck, why did I spend so much time on Megyn Kelly? I'm sorry. No, I got to like 4:15 if we
can run through these.
Iconic photograph there. That is indeed his permanent resting face. Tucker Swanson McNear Carlson. Holy upper class white guy. Is an American considered? Yeah, we all know who he is. Skip that. He began his media career.
Time out. I'm probably going to interrupt too much on this one, but Tucker Carlson wants you to think that he grew up poor like you did, but he didn't. He said it many times, but he didn't. He's an elitist. That's where he comes from. His father was CIA. He grew up with money. He grew up in the rich neighborhoods. He's not like you. Just because he has wood in the background of his little podcast doesn't make him you.
Swanson McNear. Double middle names, family. My name is John Julio Claudius Caesar Ward. Holy shit. Yeah, it's just some name where you just know they're rich as hell. Began his media career in the 90s. He was a CNN commentator from 2000 to 2005, right about when Megyn Kelly was getting her start. He was on Crossfire. There's a famous exchange, actually. That's what it was. So he used to wear that stupid fucking bow tie. I would encourage you all to go watch this video if you can find it. It is Jon Stewart, or John Leibowitz is his real name, as a guest at the height of his power from The Daily Show, which no matter what your politics are, early Daily Show was a very well done program and highly influential. And was used as propaganda, we all learned after the fact. But so they have Jon Stewart on Crossfire, and he baits Tucker Carlson for the whole entire duration of the show, and then just absolutely shits on him at the end by using timing. So Jon Stewart, who is on a scheduled certain length, that it's a great demonstration of understanding how to win an argument within the media limitations. And Tucker Carlson was pretty young back then. So anyway, if you want to see Tucker Carlson get horribly destroyed in a debate, go watch the Crossfire debate with Jon Stewart that's involved. He did learn a lot from that. He stopped wearing a bow tie. He's gotten a lot better. But I think that was a formative moment for him, and I remember that clip, and it was a really good one. So check that out. Anyway, 2009, I'm sorry, so Crossfire 2000 to 2005 on CNN. Let's not forget that. From 2005 to 8, he hosted the nightly program Tucker on MSNBC. Holy shit. 2009 became a political analyst for Fox News. 2009 is when he got to Fox after 2 extremely, extremely liberal channels, although he did represent, even on Crossfire, like conservative beliefs, right? He was kind of like
on so I did a full video. I got like a 30-minute video on Tucker Carlson then and now, and I kind of go through this a little bit. And his entire basically his entire presence on Crossfire was a right-wingist. It's like Megyn Kelly on The View or The Five or whatever she was on. That's Tucker's position on Crossfire. But almost his entire positioning was sprinkled in shitting on Pat Buchanan as much as he could. Right? The only person that has any merit today from that time period is Pat Buchanan. And Tucker spent his entire time shitting on Pat Buchanan as much as he could, attacking Pat Buchanan, one, the same way he's attacked Nick Fuentes, and two, the same way he should be attacked now, holding Pat Buchanan's positions. He attacks Pat Buchanan, then adopts his position, and never apologizes in the first place. This is what you're dealing with Tucker Carlson. A lot of people are going to get mad at me, but Tucker Carlson, it is what it is. I can't change reality. I can only tell you what it is.
Born in San Francisco, California in 1969. Son of Lisa McNear, an artist from San Francisco, and Dick Carlson, a former Gonzo reporter who became the director of Voice of America, president of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and, oh my God, I'm not going to say that right, the U.S. ambassador to, I know this.
Seychelles.
I'm embarrassed. Man, that's been a long time since I run into one I fucking can't remember how to say. Anyway, his father was probably in what I like to call the IC, the intelligence community, right? And this was all alluded to when he did that somewhat recent interview with Vladimir Putin, who just straight up cracks a joke about it as if he doesn't
it's just
know.
known. Yeah.
There's a little inside joke going on there for sure. His paternal grandparents were, I don't care about that. Oh, wow. They placed his father at the Home for Little Wanderers Orphanage. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Granted custody. Carlson's mother left the family when he was 6 and moved to France. The boys
scroll up real quick. Where it names brothers and sisters. Carlson's brother Buckley Peck Carlson, later Buckley Swanson Peck Carlson, is nearly 2 years younger. He has worked as communications manager at a Republican political operative. Wow. He's been on the rise lately on X specifically. Yeah. So
I've been following it.
Definitely something to note. And he's got some untouchables that he has too. Maybe we can throw him in at a later date also.
Yeah, he's a good follow. Buckley Carlson on X. Go check him out. All right, just in the interest of time here, we're not going to get too deep into the weeds. I think we're all pretty familiar with him.
Yeah, no relation to William F. Buckley at all. I mean, it's not like Tucker named his son Buckley either.
Let's go to the plotter. God, I hope I have the picture of his face like that. Surely I had the foresight to give. Oh no, it's a laughing one. Oh, poor choice by me. Close enough.
Oh, it's okay. It works. It works.
Good enough. Tucker is to start to seriously talk about this a little bit. You try to think about what people are trying to do. What are their goals? What motivates them? So why would they be trying to pursue those goals? And then, of course, always who might they be working for? Because I don't think Tucker Carlson is the president of the world or anything like that. So I don't know, Zeb. Tucker's tricky. He, not unlike Megyn Kelly, has this massive independent, I guess you'd call it a podcast, but I think he calls it the Tucker Carlson Network. TCN,
I think I can help you out a little bit.
Do it.
because I've run into this problem too. When I say Tucker's a Fed, everybody's like, well, he says the things I like. He says the things I believe also. If he's a Fed, he's a really bad Fed. But my counter with that would be, well, he's a really good Fed, right? If the intent for a Fed is to gain as much traction as possible and then subvert, at least in this 10 of Tucker, and there's obviously different types of controlled ops, if you will. Why would a Fed say the things that you don't want to hear? That doesn't even make sense. Stop being so blinded by retardation. Go ahead.
It felt like a personal attack. I sometimes wonder if Tucker and Candace and Megyn Kelly, and then there's people on the left as well that are sort of their, mirror images or whatever. I sometimes wonder if whoever might be at the very top really gives a fuck what the dominant opinion is, or if they just let these, I feel like Tucker probably does know who's at the top. Like you and I don't, but I feel like he seems to have been his whole family involved in this long enough. And so it's just like, maybe he is actually fighting. Maybe Candace is actually fighting. Like maybe the battles they're having with these other grifting influencers is a real battle, and the true elites don't really care who wins because they'll control either one. I don't know, but he ain't at the top, but he seems to be extremely, extremely important to the narrative that's being.
He's at least somewhat of a thought leader.
Yeah.
In constructing this new Buchanan right, if you will.
Again, with his father and the shit he ran. I mean, it's like a hereditary title almost that his family has, or something to do with media. William Maines, what's going on, by the way? Says Yale thing a little bit for Tucker. So I think that maybe we should double check that. Did he go to Harvard or Yale? Did he? Surely. That's great for that.
Where did Tucker go to? While you look for that.
Yeah.
Marcus Emoto said cough cough. Nick Fuentes cough cough. So I guess specifically the interview with Nick Fuentes. Fuentes went in there, and this is kind of why I did the video on Tucker. Is Tucker Carlson a Fed? Is basically what the video is, and the answer is obviously yes. But beyond that, this was before that interview. Nick has said multiple times over, very staunchly, 100% matter of factly, that Tucker Carlson is a Fed. And then he goes into the interview and he backs off of that entirely. Completely changes his position. No explanation on that at all, other than, well, he had me on his podcast, therefore he's not a Fed. And
he went to oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying he went to Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut, and I was trying to figure out how far that is from New Haven. How far is Hartford? It can't be that far. It's fucking Connecticut.
And so when you have such a switch up with no real explanation, you kind of wonder what's going on. And so now, just in the last couple of days, Nick has 100% flopped on Tucker not being a Fed back to Tucker is a Fed, solely because of Tucker calling Nick... what do you call him? I can't remember right now. But anyway, Tucker basically said, what do you call him? Maybe Tucker called Nick a Fed. I don't know what's going on. It's back and forth. The thing is, they had some mediation to the point where, okay, let's play ball together. We'll have this podcast, and then let's play it a little easy going forward. And somebody reneged on that. Somebody, probably Tucker. No, Tucker went out and said Nick attacked his family. That's what Tucker said. Tucker said Nick came out and attacked his family, which Nick didn't do. He said his dad was CIA, but he never attacked his family. Anyway, to the point is that Nick's position on Tucker is flip-flopping back and forth all the time. Nobody knows what's going on here. Tucker Carlson is obviously a Fed. Anyone that's flip-flopping on that is an issue in itself, solely because, hey, I saw him in person. It's like, dude, these people are professionals. He's been doing it for 30 years. You think he can't get by you for one day? You're not that good, dude. This is a problem. Everybody up here is arrogant grifters. Everybody's fed except me. John, you too.
I might be the fettest fed of them all. What the fuck do you know? No, I think I've done enough to demonstrate I'm certain I'm not part of that team, but
Tucker called Nick gay.
Okay, so I got Yale thing done. Sorry. Fake authentic is, I guess that was kind of the source of my confusion I was rambling about a second ago. That I have trouble.
Little yell thing? You think Tucker gave him a little yell thing?
So Trinity College is 40-minute drive from New Haven. It's close enough to think a little bit about.
Well, here's my position on something like that. I mean, if you have father in CIA and you're just trying to get into media, all you need is a 4-year at that point. And so it's the fastest track. Really name doesn't matter at that point if you already have an in. And so how do you go from Trinity to CNN? It just doesn't work like that.
I mean, they're so close to each other, though. So we got like 10 minutes left. Yeah, all right. We're not going to think too hard about the Trinity College connections, but it's interesting. It's interesting that it's not that far from Yale. Authentic fake, man.
It's your call on this one, dude. I gave you my position.
He might be the closest to the middle of the road so far that we've come across. I mean, he's clearly fake. Like he's clearly.
I guess the question is what he's saying. Does he believe it?
That's kind of
the answer is yes.
I kind of feel like he does a little bit too.
But what is the overall intent when we're looking at a 30,000-foot view and we're looking at 20, 25 years in the future? I think that's a different question. And so what we have is someone that believes they're authentic and they're allowed to say the things that they believe in, so growing a following so that they can be hooked and reroute. They're trying to reroute the masses, John.
Yeah,
so
I think
at that point it's fake.
Maybe I can articulate this a little better after thinking. These factions, of which hopefully there's not a single one that runs everything with some evil motive, or we're all just fucked anyway. But it does seem like it's possible still. Just maybe being a little optimistic or coping, I don't know. But it seems possible that there is a faction, and a fairly powerful one, that is way more functionally or business oriented, maybe you would say, than it doesn't give a shit about any of this DEI or cultural crap. It's about being reasonable, communicating honestly between countries and things like that. And his involvement with Putin, I think Putin, who is probably the fucking hardest person to read on the planet, but he seems to have some, like the way he's conducted the war in Ukraine and things like that.
You think he's hard to read, dude?
Yes. You don't?
I think he's pretty straightforward.
Well, that's kind of, he's not, Putin is not honest, but he seems to like kind of actually be a good leader of a country. Like he is making decisions based on what is best for his country. He thinks very far ahead. He doesn't seem to like lie and use trickery nearly as much as Western leaders do. I mean, I'm sure he uses a fucking, but he seems to like pretty straightforwardly outline what he thinks is fair and what he would like, and then we do some fucked up shit, and he's like a fucking, there's a big theory going around right now that like Putin is sort of watching and waiting to see if Trump can get our own intelligence community under. Putin sees the United States as a rogue nation that's been taken over by its intelligence community. And so he just rationally deals with that as a fact. And I've heard that he's sort of like, we can't really fully cooperate with the United States until you get that fucking shit under control. And this is the whole Ukraine thing that's unfolding. Seems to be making progress, honestly, in a fairly rational way. But anyway, I'm just going to leave Tucker right down the middle for now. We can always adjust these later as far as fake and authentic goes. He's definitely not fully honest with us as viewers, but in terms of what he wants, what his goals are, it seems to be authentic. I would agree. Leader follower, definitely more of a leader than Megyn Kelly or Marjorie Taylor Greene or Vivek even or something like that, but not at the top of the pyramid by a long shot, I would say. Below Les Wexner, let's say. But
I would say time does matter to an extent also, right? If he's been doing it for a long time, he's got to be somewhat up on the ladder.
put him at like a 50 for now. That puts him.
I also want to note that when he was questioned recently, when he went to a college TPUSA event to give a speech, he was pressed on his net worth of being something north of $50 million, $55 million. And he lost control, got very emotional, specifically on that question, on that point. So to act like Tucker doesn't have money would be a delusion. And I think 55 million is low considering. So I think he's playing ball decently. I mean, I would put him something north of 40, 50 on a leaderboard.
All right, I got him. You higher than 50?
No, somewhere between 40 and 50. Call it. Where are you at right now?
I just got him at 50. I'm just going to leave him there for right now because we're pressed for time. Candace Owens, Zeb, take it away.
Candace Owens. I guess we can start this off. You're gonna run through a wiki. How long we got?
I probably got like 10 minutes.
Get to her marriage real quick. That's really the only thing we need to get through. Candace Owens, obviously more recent in the news. I don't think we need to cover that so much. What I do want to cover is the oddities across her marriage and the circumstances around that. Obviously, she is known for things like Blexit, the black exit from the Democrat Party to the Republican Party. She's known for specifically recently with the French Macron stuff, calling Macron a tranny, or the wife a tranny, or whatever. I tend to probably believe it's true given the circumstances of the situation where they are suing but not suing at the same time. Also with her on the current TPUSA situation and the ongoing dispute with that, I tend to believe she has something there, given that they haven't sued yet because it goes to discovery. Is she correct? I don't know, but TPUSA is obviously hiding something because they don't want to go to discovery. Koval's already threatened suit, saying we have very expensive lawyers. Nobody doubts that. Very good lawyers. Nobody doubts that. And but they haven't sued yet. Why? Well, they don't want to go to discovery. Is Candace right? I don't know, but there is something there that they want to hide. A lot of people are uncovering that, and so we're gonna kind of get through that a little bit. If you want to run through personal life real quick, John.
Well, I just Lord of the Ree has a good comment. Don't forget her doxing site, Social Autopsy. You know about that?
Yes, Dr. Site Social Autopsy, and she was also featured in a modeling agency, like a good many of these female commentators are.
That's I don't find that weird. There's a million people on those. It's sort of like the lowest entry point to trying to get an acting gig or something like that, where you just make a profile. Although it's certainly raises eyebrows.
I say that to establish the point that what we do, even me and you to an extent, is acting. We are entertainers at the end of the day. Right. If we weren't entertainers, we would never get traction. That's just the nature that comes with building numbers. If you want to win, you have to play the game to some extent. I'm not saying you have to sell out, but you have to play the game. And playing the game is in part acting. It just is what it is. I mean, I'm the same person off camera as I am on camera. I just drink a little bit more Celsius when I'm here. It's not like I dress up in a costume or anything to make it more entertaining. I would never do that. I would never do that.
You look like you're about to blow some camo shit up. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking Candace is going to be in the news, Zeb, so I think we'll come back to her and give her a bit more time, maybe even Tucker too. But just speed running, he said, go to her personal life. Here I am. Owens met British politician, entrepreneur, and media personality George Farmer, the son of Lord Farmer, in December 2018 at the launch event for Turning Point UK. She met her husband, a British white dude, at the launch event for TPUK. Typical. I guess it couldn't be USA. Makes sense. The two
T-Puck.
became engaged in 2019, 1 year later, and were married in August that year at the Trump Winery in Charlottesville, Virginia.
When were they married? When was the actual marriage date? Does it say?
It says in August 2019.
Okay. Yeah, I think they were
in attendance at her wedding was Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
That was the last thing.
Yeah, I think there was like only a few days, like 18 days or something like that between meeting and engagement. Not so.
I can try to figure that out here for a second.
It's not a huge deal, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he comes from big boy money too, which I think helped facilitate Candace and her spiking.
Yes, Lord, her husband is the
that's
son
her husband's father. Yeah,
Baron Michael Farmer, Michael Stachel Farmer,
Scottish farmer, I believe it is.
Is a
Scottish
British
baron,
businessman, former treasurer of the Conservative Party and life peer in the House of Lords. He supported Brexit, and he is a devout, born-again Christian. If you say so. Certainly an odd couple. You think there's a little bearding involved there? Is Candace Owens a beard?
I don't know him enough to say. Probably
I've
not.
heard that theory that George Farmer is gay and she is his beard.
I don't know. I don't know enough about that one. Maybe I should.
George Farmer is like, it's I don't know. I've heard something about a super white upper class British dude and a black American woman. I guess it's like fucking Harry and what's that stupid
Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about that earlier today about royal bloodlines and how they're extremely strict on it, and when it doesn't go their way, they get ostracized. But
I don't know if Harry is a royal bloodline so much as he is a like horse riding instructor bloodline, but that's a topic for another day.
We could do a bloodline episode, dude. There's so many episodes we could do like a 12-hour episode on.
It's fucking crazy in this country. It's so much crazier over in Europe. All the fucking weird shit they got up to.
Members only stream. We could do a members only 12-hour members only stream. That would be killer.
Ooh.
8 hours. Right, 8 hours. Ugh, 12 is a long time.
So we've got a few minutes left, Zeb. What have we learned aside from absolutely nothing whatsoever? We called these.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say a little bit more nothing.
A little bit more nothing. Would you say all three of these people appear to be in the same faction, or is I see Candace and Tucker on one side. I don't know that I see Megyn Kelly fitting in quite so neatly with that group. I think Tucker and Candace seem to be
what makes you say not Megyn Kelly? And I want to make a note also from last factions we did some update on Marjorie Taylor Greene. We basically called it last factions when we were looking at Massey and Rand Paul and Marjorie Taylor Greene. We basically said Marjorie Taylor Greene has no home. She has no faction to run to. There's no one that really supports her, even within her own Freedom Caucus. And like 2 days after she resigns or posts a go to quit video, right? And so I'm not saying we called it, but you know, these things are readable if you look at them.
Yeah, I don't want to rush. So this is where like other entertainers that would rush to conclusions for clicks, but I think we need to kind of look at all of these people, at least Tucker and Candace, a little
heavier, more individually. Let's do it.
That's actually a great point. I meant to mention that Tim Pool is going apeshit over Candace right now. And so
he is, dude.
Again, your immediate question is that performative or are they genuinely on different factions? Is it the Uniparty putting on a show for us? or are they fighting each other as a performance for somebody above them? I don't know.
You know what would also be a good idea? I mean, it's not, we can't really do it, is have like a list or have like a checklist and you get points depending on where you are on the slider. Like grifter, how much of a grifter are you? Like Tim Pool would be all the way on the right side. Like Tim Pool is not just a grifter, he's a jealous grifter. And anybody that grifts harder than Tim Pool, he hates. He can't stand anybody that out grifts him. This is the bar for grifting. This is Tim Pool. This is the bar. If anybody goes more grifting, Tim Pool gets mad and grifts on that grifter. That's how Tim Pool gets his numbers.
Tim Pool has this weird obsession with being like seen as serious and intelligent, and then he wears a fucking beanie because he's bald. It's just like, it's so surreal to see him
That's a
on
beanie?
a screen.
I thought he just wanted to have like the biggest yarmulke out of everybody else.
It's an Eskimo yarmulke.
I thought he was grifting yarmulkes, dude.
I remember when he got famous out of nowhere. He was in like Sweden talking about grenading fucking Muslims and shit. Yeah, it was weird.
He's been with Vice, dude. Tim Pool at his core is a commie. Him and Jeremy from the Quartering and these guys that came in from the Occupy Wall Street type positions or the
Quartering. Holy fuck, I hate that.
Those positions are now understanding, like many are, you have to get into politics to get any clicks now. That's just the nature of it. Nobody cares about your stupid songs anymore. Nobody cares about anything else. Nobody cares about your cards because you've made it political. Now politics is the only thing that carries any weight. And so everybody gets into politics and you get retards like Officer Tatum that does commentary on police videos talking about Israel international law. Like, dude, back off, faggot.
All right, let's knock this out like Megyn Kelly, like we were saying. We need fake, authentic Yale thing. Where'd she go to college? I should have seen that. Did we establish where Candace went to college?
Nah, I think we probably need to hold off on Candace a little bit, to be honest with you. I think we need to let a lot of this stuff die down.
Rhode Island dropped out, but that's still pretty close to friggin' Connecticut. So, all right. So we'll give her we'll just leave her neutral on Yale thing for right now. Fake, authentic.
Based? Like maybe John Ward's cigarette brand cigarettes.
Dude, we should make and sell those. I've always wanted to grow tobacco. Supposedly it actually grows pretty well up here. Shit, you know where a lot of tobacco is grown is friggin' Connecticut. Tobacco is a bit of a Yale thing.
We grow the tobacco too.
You guys grow the filler. Connecticut grows the
not anymore. Sidebar a little bit on the tobacco in South Carolina. It's been bought out by federal grants. They basically buy out farms to never grow tobacco again in the South.
Something really good about it.
And a lot of people. Go ahead.
They're trying to ban it. They're trying to ban it because it must be great for you. That's my theory.
Well, they know it's anti-carcinogenic. It's basically it's at least the nicotine side of it.
All right, fake, authentic.
Helps gout, helps arthritis. These things.
Where we at, Zeb? What do you want to put her?
Fake and authentic.
We don't know yet. We'll put her slightly fake. We'll put her at -20.
I'd give her slightly authentic. Let's give her slightly authentic. You think that's tough, dude?
I don't think any of these people that are talking.
I think we got to be a little bit more generous on the authentic line, I think.
Well, we'll get to our list of names. No, we're going to struggle with
I guess if we're gauging fake and authentic in that she's withholding evidence to leverage numbers and playing the game, she's definitely fake. But she's winning the game in that she's getting more eyes on the stuff that she wants to get eyes on.
Right. I got to close out this so my other guys can get in there and do theirs. Leader, follower, final one.
Slightly behind follower. Give her like a -5.
-5. Yeah, she is the face of something. I would agree. fucking 5, dog. All right, she's gonna be a 6
Nice.
because my slider's a little chunky. Save this. This is episode 6, right?
Yep, episode 6. If you want to
E6
sign off,
dot.
I can outro us.
Yeah, take us away. Okay, so thank you for bearing with us in that 1 week break. And we're, obviously does smoking light cigarettes make you gay? Asking for a friend. I don't know. Smoke whatever you like, man. I smoke weird random ones all the time. I never understood the people that always smoke the same ones, but that's just me. I mean, nobody smokes the same fucking cigar. Actually, they do. So
Let's
never
bring
mind.
back cigarillos, dude.
Oh yeah, they're not bad. I know we lost a little bit of momentum over the Thanksgiving break and all of that, and that Factions is a fairly new show, but it is an interesting one. I hope you enjoy it. We will lock in the schedule and time for that. We didn't devote the appropriate amount of time to each person so that we actually can establish what these factions are, what their goals are, who they're working for, things like that. As far as I know, nobody's really making a serious effort at doing that, so we're going to make an attempt. That is all I got. We will be back next Wednesday, Zeb, I think.
Yeah, planning on next Wednesday. If not before then, maybe I can strip John for about 8 hours and we can do a big boy stream.
You can fucking what me?
Strip you away from work?
Oh, that
Pull
just got a little.
pull you away?
I'm dropping out of Yale. Enjoy your Yale thing with Zeb as he takes you off.
Oh, all right. John's out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Any questions for me as I sign off? This is Factions. We have moved the Factions episode to 3 o'clock on, I don't know, what's Wednesday? Factions 3 o'clock Wednesday Eastern time, the only timeline that matters. We definitely appreciate you. We didn't get through quite as much as we wanted to today, but I think we got through quite a bit. Probably going to cut that back to a single person an episode. I think it's a little bit more in depth. I think you enjoy it a little bit more. We can have a little bit more fun back and forth rather than trying to get through the facts or the Wikipedia or whatever we're going through at the time. So we're probably going to do that. I don't know who we got planned for next week. Maybe if you have any suggestions, throw those in the comment section after this. Also, I did mention, let me pull this up as I talk. I did mention there was a video that I did on Tucker Carlson. Is Tucker Carlson a Fed, essentially? And I am going to post that in the description. If anybody wants to take a look at that, I thought it was interesting. I thought it made a pretty good, compelling case. There's obviously more than what I put in there, but that's what we have. And so as we're looking at that, posting that right now, and oh, it didn't post. So I'm going to check that out after I end this. But that is Tucker, Candace, and Megyn Kelly that we went through today. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Chris Coco says, "Hey Zeb, I got to get some info on how to make a ghillie sometime. It's such a pain." And yeah, sewing stuff. Yeah. Yes. It's not fun. It takes a lot of time. I made 2. The first one I made had a vent in the back and I lost it because you go through, maybe we need to do story time one day. You go through like swamps and stuff. It was like freezing. It was like 30 degrees outside and we were breaking ice trying to get through the swampy area. And so we got done and I didn't want to like carry muddy ghillie into the room, so I put it in a trash bag and let it sit till I could clean it off the next day. And I think I threw it in the trash because it was in the trash bag. And I was like, "Oh no!" And then I had to make a new ghillie suit, and so that's what we have. But I can definitely give you a little tricks and whatever. Zach asked a question: when is the next channel video? Channel video today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if they're doing a Real Talk tomorrow or not. Real Talk usually streams 3 o'clock Thursday. First episode was last week. I'm not quite sure if they have an episode tomorrow, but it'll be at 3 o'clock if they do. If not, there will be an episode Saturday. Gorper Report 8 o'clock is the next guaranteed one that I can tell you. It's holiday season 1. It's going to be a little bit bumpy as we get through this. And then 2, it's just it's early starting, so it's going to be until we get completely in a groove, which we're working on. We're working on that. We got six shows a week. 6 shows a week, almost one a day. So we're getting through that, and we appreciate it. Did you change your profile picture midstream? Anyway, Chris, yes. Welcome to the Marine Corps happens. Going to watch a video. Appreciate y'all. This is Factions. Myself and John Ward. Link in the description to our channels. Go check us out, please. And we will see y'all at least on Factions next Wednesday. Leave a comment on who you want to cover in the description. Pieces. William, jump in the Discord or DM me on Twitter.